Greetings, friends, and welcome to another exciting and fun prop build. Today we're building specimen bottles. Why? Because I can, and why not? So you can choose whatever bottle size you want. It is up to you, and once you see the whole build on how it goes about, you can choose the best bottle for what you want. We're going to be replicating the old laboratory bottles with embalming fluid and a thing inside of it and a label to go along with it, which will be for free down in the link below. As always, you can go find it there. And the only thing is you need to choose your bottle before you start doing your specimens, because whatever you build needs to be able to fit through the opening of your bottle as you go forward. So once that's out of the way, we can do whatever you want. You can put whatever you want in the bottle. I love to use Sculpey, which is here, which is an oven-baked clay, because it allows me to do a whole bunch of sculpting, and then once I bake it, it pretty much doesn't change when it goes in the bottle. It's fantastic. It doesn't react with the fluid that we use to cover the said specimen with. This is what I'm using. This is what I suggest. But in reality, it's up to you. The other thing you could use is some of that the thermopolymer. It's the stuff that melts in the hot water, and you can sculpt it. That would work too. So anyways, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get this all kneaded up and get it all warmed, and you can enjoy me sculpt whatever I decide to put in said bottle. Now, once you got the thing baked and finished, you'll want to go through and cover everything in latex, because it gives it this nice yellow tone. I use my 8-year-old Spirit latex here. And once you've got it ready and done, you'll see how it fits into all of the joints and, just gives it that aged look. Now, this is a trick I learned from Grimwood Hollow on to make like little greeblies for latex. And this is how you go about it. You put a thin coat down and let it dry. I'm doing it on a silicone mat because it's easy to pull back off again. So simply, once it's done, start rolling it up into little lines, getting it to the dimensions that you want, and then just pull it off. And you end up with this little, like, latex worm. And I find it's great for when you're doing these specimens, because there's already latex on the actual model that when you stick them on, it really adds to the look and feel that this thing is very organic, because, it's hard to sculpt at this level. Anyways, go through, put as many on as you want, and you will have your finished specimen. Okay, so once you've got your specimen all finished, you'll want to put it into your bottle. And if you've done everything right, it will slip into the bottle beautifully, like so. Now you'll see that this bottle has already got a bit of a ugly tone to it. That's deliberate because I wanted it to be ugly. And it's hard to get it at the right angle where you can see it in there and have it look all cool. So once you've got your specimen finished, the rest is pretty straightforward. I took the color of lid and I spray painted it copper. You can choose whatever color you want or none at all. And then I took some just jute dollar store roping and I glued it to the lid because I liked the way that it added that extra bit of, age to it. Now, using the labels, which I created here, there may be more when you see this, I'm not sure, or I might just throw it up on my Patreon for the rest of the extra labels that I make. But regardless, these ones here will be available to you. This one, and this one down here will be deliberately left blank so you can fill in your own information and make as many labels as you want. And on a interesting side note, that this is a platypus. This is the actual scientific classification of a platypus. So using Mod Podge, you cut out your label, put a very light skim on the back, and stick it to your bottle. I really like this stuff as a glue for doing this kind of thing. And then when you're done, put another coat of Mod Podge over top just to seal the label in. Then once you've got it there, you'll have this beautifully clean bottle. If you want it clean, you're done. You can move on and suddenly your whole specimen is all finished. God, that looks gory. But what I like to do is I use some of this rustic mist spray paint. In reality, you could do like just a straight brown. It would work as well. But there's a little bit of metallic in this. And I like this. You can see the sheen that it adds to the bottle. And what I do is I just do a little spray across the bottom, a little spray across the top, and then what it does is it catches this label and just ages it up beautifully, like to the point where this thing looks like it's been around forever. And then when you're all done, that will be your laboratory specimen. And you can go and make as many of these or as few of them as you want, but the end result is really cool. And I almost forgot. What is the fluid? What is it this thing is suspended in? It's Palmolive dish soap, like the liquid stuff. And there's many reasons why I like this. A, it doesn't evaporate very easily. B, it has a viscosity and a level of refraction when it comes to light that you'll see in a few moments here when I get it all set up. What a light does to this specific fluid and how good it looks. And what's really nice about the Sculpey is it can sit in there forever. It may break down the latex over time, but it will add to that nastiness and look of a specimen quite well. Anyway, so that's it. I'm going to show you all the bottles in just a few moments at the end of the video, but thanks so much for watching. A big thank to my patrons who send me a little bit each month to help me do that. The link is in the description. To all my subscribers, you guys have been along for a long time now and such a fun ride. And to all my viewers, even though I don't hear from all of you, I know that you're watching and I appreciate every one of you. Regardless, if you are interested in some other fun stuff, I went on a detour and I made a whole bunch of Teespring merch of all of my logos, including my Bindlaw Scientific, which is my newest one for all of my scientific gear. I made a whole bunch of t-shirts, cups, and the such. There's a link down in the description if you're interested. More than anything, they're fun. And I think they look, when you see them on the t-shirt, they look amazing. Actually, I'll put up an example right here to remember. So I would remember putting a picture up here in post-production. Anyways, thanks so much for coming along. I will talk to you all next time and have a good one all. anyone who's hung around to the end, you get the extra little bit. Thank you to my youngest daughter who sculpted this extra alien creature for me to add to my prop set. It was very much appreciated. And if you're looking to do this base, I just used 2-inch styrofoam, cut a hole in the middle, and then used a dollar store tap light. It needs to be bright in order for it to shine through the bottle, and then you can see just the amazing amber effect that has on the specimen on the inside. You can do this with a power supply and do a whole shelf filled with these specimen bottles with the lights underneath, and it'll have such an amazing look and feel in almost any display that you have. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. See y'all.